Hello and welcome. Today I'm going to be doing a quick review of Donkey Kong for the Commodore 64. Check out New Berserk from us at 16-Bit Games. It's available for Android and iOS, so if you have a device and you want to try and play it, check out the links in the description. Donkey Kong for the C64 does something which most ports of Donkey Kong don't do. They actually port the arcade game. You see, most ports just do the first 3 stages and just loop them endlessly, whereas the C64 version not only has all the stages, but actually has the same progression which the arcade game does. I have to give them some credit for it. They did a really good job. On my initial impressions of Donkey Kong for the C64, the gameplay was very good. It looked, played, and felt just like the arcade game. It wasn't until I played the actual arcade game again did I notice that something was a little bit off. So I naturally decided to compare the two games by overlapping each other, and I noticed 2 things. One, that the C64 version has been slowed down considerably, completely changing up the gameplay. The second is that the collision detection is bollocks. The slowdown affects the gameplay twofold. One, it hurts my thumb because I think he should be moving faster. So I try to jam my thumb into the controller to make it move faster, and he doesn't. 2, it throws most of the challenge out of the first and the second stage, due to the fact that jumping and actually making it over your target is extremely easy. This is because everything else, including the enemies, is also slower, which means that Mario has ample amount of time to judge time and get ready to do his jumps. Whereas in the arcade game, that time delay is very small, meaning that you have to be good and you have to sort of know when you should be jumping before you actually jump. Whereas in this game, you can kind of gauge it by the direction of the wind or something, and 9 times out of 10, you'll make it. The hit detection in Donkey Kong is bad. Let me put it to you this way. This is the Rivet Stage. And here is a gap that's less than the width of Mario. But if Mario gets too close to the wall, he will fall and die. Right through the floor. No warning and no way to tell. And if you try this on the other ledges, you'll realize that the same thing applies. If Mario is technically off the ledge, he will fall off the ledge. So, you naturally are cautious of getting too close to the edges. But when you hit the spring stage, do you realize that you have to get close to an edge to make a jump? So you get as close as you feel comfortable with, and when you finally make it to the other platform, oh wait, you're too far off the edge and you fall through it. I have lost so many lives because of this. I can't get close to an edge or else I fall through it, but if I don't get close to that edge, I won't make the jump. I felt the controls were pretty good. Mario snapped on the ladders pretty easily. I was able to jump over objects, no problem. I mean, it's not bad controls. It's just the collision detection that's awful. Honestly, I can say the graphics are pretty good for the system. The only issues that I have is the wrong coloring of the first stage and the fact that Pauline doesn't shout help, she shouts lines. It's not bad. It looks pretty good. I have two categories for the sounds. You have the sound effects and the music. The music's pretty good, especially for the fact that they were able to replicate most of the tones which the arcade game does, including the low bassy sounds, which is really impressive. Then you have the sound effects, which aren't as good. I find them very repetitive, and there's not a lot of variety of them. The springs don't have a different sound. They actually are just Mario's Run sound, just reused. So, not perfect, but it's passable. The Commodore 64 port of Donkey Kong does a lot of ambitious things. It tries to be the arcade game. It tries to replicate it to the best of its abilities. And for the most part, it does succeed. But it does have some glaring issues like the slowdown and the hit detection. And even with that, I can personally get over it. It's not completely game-breaking since platforming is only necessary on the spring stage, and I just stay away from the corners in the Rivet Stage. So, there are ways around the limitations of the game, which is why I can actually recommend it if you have a Commodore 64. If you don't have a Commodore 64, on the other hand, stay as far away from this game as possible. Emulate it if you're curious, but it's not really worth your time. You're better off emulating or actually playing the Atari 7800 port and the NES port. They are much better, much more faithful to the original, even though it is missing the Pie Factory and any sense of progression. So, if you have a C64, have fun. If you don't, you can miss it if you want to. Anyways, thank you for watching. If you liked the video, please check out the annotation below for more videos or the cards. If you like or dislike it, please like or dislike below and leave a comment. We will probably get back to you. As well as subscribe if you want to see more videos from us. Anyways, thank you for watching.